So let's be honest and talk frankly. You can't be locked in and on it forever. You're not a professional athlete, so at some stage you're gonna crack. It's just basic human nature. You hear these stories about how people never stay up late, never drink alcohol, never get takeaways, never skip gym sessions, never eat processed food, because extreme approaches tend to go viral on social media. The mid-path stuff just doesn't really sell that well because it's not sexy. And who really knows if these people stick to these extreme diets over the long term? Only they do, right? And maybe the people they live with. But going from experience, they're probably exaggerating what they do and don't. To get views, to sell programs, to boost their public image. It's obvious. There's a public persona versus a private persona going on, I think. And we're talking about doing these extreme diets for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, not just a few months at a time. And I remember falling into this trap too. I used to think that these professional fitness models were doing their final 2-week peak diet 365 days a year, forever. And guess what? I tried to replicate that and it didn't go that well. So I wish I saw this kind of video about 15 years ago. This extreme approach just does not work for the vast majority of people. Humans are not robots. We don't live in a perfectly controlled vacuum where we control all the variables. And secondly, it's not even needed to build muscle, to lose body fat, to get in shape, to be healthy. I mean, think about it like this. Will having one glass of wine per week completely derail your progress? Probably not. Will having one packet of processed M&Ms on a Saturday night, which I'm about to do later on, completely derail your fat loss? Well, to be honest, if you're in a tiny deficit anyway, those extra few hundred calories could erode that. But for the majority of people, it's not going to. Will going to bed later on the weekends completely mess up your circadian rhythm and completely throw you off track? Slightly, yes, but you need to live a little bit. Who is doing their Monday night bedtime on a Saturday night? Some people, yes, but not the majority of people. So if we go back to the drawing board, we need to remember why we're doing this in the first place. Why we want to look good, to feel good, to get that feeling of progression in the gym, and most of all, to improve our quality of life. How can you have a high quality of life if you never do anything fun? If you're always in bed by 9 p.m, if you never stay up late to watch Netflix, if you never have a drink with your friends, if you never have a takeaway, if you never have a dessert when you go out to a restaurant, your life would be boring AF. You'd be in good shape, yes, but what's the point? Actually, still not guaranteed, because there will be plenty of people who sacrifice too much and they're not even in that good shape. For example, you can still overeat eating clean food. So this hypothetical person may be in good shape, yes, but they'd also be single, they wouldn't have any kids, probably have 0 friends, and deep down probably wouldn't be that happy. Now, I'm not a life coach, this isn't a life coach channel, but I want to give you a different perspective here. It's a balancing act. On the one hand, we want to improve our quality of life with training and diet by exercising hard and regularly and eating sensibly. And on the other side, we also want to enjoy our life, doing the fun, normal things, spending time with friends and family, going out on the weekends. You get what I'm saying? And look, you can still have fun without drinking alcohol, for example, of course. But at some point in a typical calendar year, you'll probably want to have 1 or 2 drinks at some stage or stages. Here's the trick though. Getting the balance right is really difficult / impossible, because it's a moving target that you'll never completely hit spot on. Sometimes you get close, like when you have a week where you go out twice, you have a drink or 2, but you still get all your training sessions in, you hit your macros perfectly, you're getting to bed on time, but then the next week comes around and just one of those variables slides off a cliff and you rinse and repeat like that. It's kind of 1 week on, 1 week off type thing. Alternatively, you can have the all or nothing approach. 100% on one at the expense of the other. So you'd either be in really great physical shape and health, but have 0 social life and be unhappy, or you're really out of shape, you have a fun lifestyle, but you have a truckload of health problems coming your way in the future. And neither of those 2 options are good, by the way. You have to have a little bit of both. And balancing that, judging that, knowing when to take the foot off the gas pedal and when to put your foot on the gas pedal is tough. Do you go 80-20? 50-50, 90-10 some weeks? It completely depends on how your week and your month is set up diary-wise. This is why you need to be organized on top of these things. If it's a normal standard week and you haven't got much in the diary, probably a 90-10 split is a good shout. But then that week you're on holiday, you're at the resort, you're relaxing, you're with your friends or family, it more might be like 40-60, i.e. you still hit the gym 3 times a week for 45-minute sessions, but you're enjoying the breakfast buffet, you're having pina coladas on the beach, and you're not doing much activity otherwise. When I was away last month, I probably did 60% enjoying life, 40% fitness, just to give you a bit of context. And the good news, it doesn't have to be set in stone. You can be flexible with it. You can be on it Monday to Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday off a little bit, which is what most of us do anyway. I hope this video helps. Stay balanced, and I'll see you in the next one.